Hi, my name is KHAIRA and my metric number is M25G4922. So today I will talk about our project topic 3, how substance move in and out of cells. So I will talk about our introduction. So first of all, I need to inform you we have two kind of transportation that help substance move in and out of cells. So first I will talk about passive transportation. Passive transportation is a transportation that not use any single energy. It is happen naturally. So for example, we have osmosis. Osmosis is happen when the water from high concentration to low concentration area. It is happens in cells, and it is basically always happen in plant cells. For another type of transportation, passive transportation is gas exchanges in cells that happen when molecules such as oxygen and carbon dioxide move from areas of high concentration to low concentration across two cell membrane. So it's basically always happen in our human body, which is lungs. Yeah. So for the active for the second one is active transportations. Active transportation is happen when we have energy in form of ATP, which is produced by mitochondria. So this to move substance against their concentration gradient from areas of low concentration to high concentration. That's why it needs to use energy, because it is from low concentration to higher concentration. So this process is essential when cells need to absorb nutrients that are in low concentrations to outside the cell, or expel waste products that accumulate inside. Active transportation use specialized carrier proteins or pumps to achieve this, such as the sodium potassium pump that maintains nerve cell motion and muscle contractions. Without active transportation, cells will not be able to maintain necessary internal condition for survival. So if the active transportation is not happen, maybe we will not survive, and other organism that have something happen with their active transportation which is not happen, it will not survive. So the efficiency of this transportation mechanism is influenced by several factors. The surface area to volume ratio of a cell's affects how quickly substance can diffuse in and out. Smaller cells with larger surface area relative to volume are generally more efficient. So temperature also plays a role, as higher temperatures can increase the rate of molecular movements. Additionally, the steepness of the concentration gradient and the distance substance must travel across the membrane can impact the speed and effectiveness of transportation. So as as what I said before, there is something can affect the efficiency of these transport mechanisms. So one of it is temperature, because temperature plays a role in this mechanism, and also the volume ratio of cells also affects a lot in this mechanism. Together, this process ensures the cells can take in nutrients, remove waste, and maintain homeostasis, which is vital for the health and function of living organism. That's all. Thank you.
Body. 2.1 Introduction to Transport Mechanisms. The movement of substances across cell membrane is considered one of the most fundamental processes in biology. This report will delve into different mechanisms through which substances move in and out of cells, categorizing them into passive and active transport. Understanding these processes is vital for appreciating how cells maintain homeostasis, obtaining necessary nutrients, and eliminate waste products. 2.2 The structure of cell membrane. The cell membrane is primarily composed of a phospholipid bilayer, which provides a flexible barrier between inside and outside of the cells and the external environments. This bilayer consists of two layers of phospholipids with hydrophilic, water-attracting haze facing outwards towards the aqueous environment and hydrophobic, water-repelling, facing inward. This unique structure allows the cell membrane to be fluid and dynamic while maintaining the integrity. Embedded with these bilayer proteins that plays crucial roles transport and communication. These include channel protein. These proteins form pores in the membrane that allow specific ions and molecules to pass through without requiring energy. They are selective for particular substances, ensuring that only certain ions or molecules can enter or exit the cell. Second, carrier proteins. Unlike channel proteins, carrier proteins change shape to transport larger molecules across the membrane. For example, glucose utilizes carrier protein to enter cells efficiently since it's too large and powerless to pass through the bilayer directly. The selective permeability of membrane allows certain substances to pass while restricting others, ensuring that essential nutrients can enter and waste product can exit. This selectively is vital for maintaining homeostasis within the cell. Okay, that's it. So we are moving to 2.3.
Passive transport mechanism. There are three main types of passive transport, which is simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and osmosis. Now, diffusion is the movement of molecules and ions from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. The reason why it's called passive transport is because it does not require the use of the energy. Simple diffusion. Molecules such as O2 and CO2 can easily diffuse through semi-permeable membrane. Facilitated diffusion. Now, this is called carrier protein. Glucose needs help of carrier protein because it can't simply diffuse across the semi-permeable membrane from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Osmosis. Water is going to flow through this protein called aquaporin, which allows water to flow into and out of the cells from a high region concentration to a low region concentration. Active transport mechanism. The cell uses ATP energy, that is adenosine triphosphate, to energize this protein pumping sodium ions out of the cells from a low region concentration to a high region concentration. The reason why it's called active transport is because it requires the expenditures of energy.
Hello, my name is DEVON. Today I am going to present about factor influencing cell transport. Substances move in and out of the cells faster and there is a big difference in concentration. For example, if there is more oxygen outside the cell than inside, oxygen will move in quickly. This is called moving down the concentration gradient. Another factor is transport potential. These are like tiny helpers in the cell membrane that carry certain substance in or out. Some substances are too big to charge to pass through on their own. Now I am going to explain how this works in real life application. Transport mechanisms such as diffusion, osmosis, and active transport are widely applied in medicine, agriculture, and environment science. For example, in healthcare, dialysis mechanics use diffusion and osmosis to filter waste from the blood of patients with kidney failure. In agriculture, plants absorb water and nutrients from the soil to the osmosis and active transport, which essentially for the growth. Similarly, in biotechnology, scientists use transport proteins to deliver drugs or genetic material into cells, enabling advanced treatment in research. What are the importance? These transport mechanisms are vital for maintaining homeostasis within living organisms. They are regulated the movement of essential substances like oxygen, glucose, and ions across cell membranes, ensure a proper cellular function. Without this process, cells would be not able to maintain balance, communicate effectively, or generate energy, ultimately composing for survival of the organism. Effectively, or generate energy, ultimately composing the survival of the organism. Their role in sustaining.
In conclusion, substances move in and out cell through passive and active transport. Passive transport like diffusion and osmosis doesn't need energy, while active transport use ATP to move substance against the concentration gradient. These processes are vital for respiration, nutrient absorption, and waste removal. For example, red blood cells swell and burst in pure water called a hemolyolysis, but shrink in salty water known as crenation. This concept is important in medicine, like when doctor give IV fluid, which must match body condition. So, understanding cell transport help us see how cells survive and how this knowledge support health and science. Thank you.